Let's roll back the clock to the era of the Wild West, a time when danger lurked in every corner. Even as the Civil War ended, the shadow of slavery still loomed over the bitterly reconciled nation. Lawmen stood as the bulwark against chaos. Among them was a legend, Bass Reeves, the first Black U.S. Deputy Marshal. As a slave, Reeves secretly taught himself to read and write. He had a burning desire for knowledge and self-improvement, despite his years in bondage. Reeves was resourceful and determined, finding ways to educate himself and develop his skills even when the law forbade slaves from being taught to read. Reeves escaped from slavery during the chaos of the Civil War. The mayhem and devastation of the war opened a path to liberty for Reeves. Liberated and unrestrained, he made the Native American tribes his home, his refuge, and his family. With the tribes, Reeves learned their tongues and adopted their warrior culture. He gained invaluable tracking and survival skills in the rugged frontier. He became a master shooter as he fought alongside native warriors. Reeves absorbed everything, transforming himself into a formidable frontier hero. Let's jump to 1870, the treacherous Red River Valley. Reeves was hot on the trail of a ruthless outlaw duo, dangerous men accused of monstrous crimes. Disguising himself as a poor beggar, Reeves knocked on the door of the outlaws' family home. With Reeves' sad and pathetic tale of a robbery and kidnapping, the kind-hearted but unsuspecting mother welcomed the pathetic ex-slave into her home. Little did she know, this drifter at her door was masterfully setting a trap for her two beloved sons. When the outlaw sons arrived, they eyed the strange beggar warily. Their instincts sensed something strange about the old dirty man, but neither one realized the crafty deception that was at play. As night fell and everyone in the house slept, Reeves made his move. Like a master thief, he crept into their rooms and cuffed both brothers before they could open their eyes. They both woke up with faces of shock and dismay. Gun drawn, their mother tried to intervene, but Reeves was 5 steps ahead. Before anyone could react, his backup marshals arrived. As the sun rose, the legendary outlaws found themselves behind bars, cursing the day they crossed paths with Bass Reeves. This capture added $5,000 to Bass's reward collection, and his reputation soared across the territory. The tales of Reeves' bravery and resolve kept growing. Remember the notorious Bob Dozier, the elusive cattle thief and cold-blooded murderer who constantly escaped capture. Reeves was the lawman who finally brought him to justice after an intense, decade-long pursuit. Then there's Tom Story, a ruthless killer with a bounty on his head. Reeves tirelessly pursued Story for 5 years before their final confrontation resulted in Story's violent death in a fiery gunfight. Reeves never wavered when doggedly pursuing these dangerous men. By 1907, after serving 32 heroic years, Bass Reeves finally hung up his Deputy Marshal badge. Yet his dedication to law and order didn't waver. Well into his 60s, he continued serving as a Muskogee City police officer in Oklahoma. The real-life model for the Lone Ranger character, Bass Reeves' exploits directly inspired the famous tales of heroes that were featured in dime store novels, movie matinees, and TV screens around the world. With cunning intellect, tracking mastery, and deadshot aim, he became a legend who always got his mark. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the life of Bass Reeves, the first Black U.S. Deputy Marshal, be sure to like and subscribe for more stories featuring invisible legends and their heroic exploits. Until our next episode,